Hello, my name is Rob Camp, and I am the Student Leadership Coordinator at LBCC, and I have the privilege of being the guide of the Student Leadership Council. This past year has been an amazing year as the Student Leadership Council has made over 10,000 contacts with students. They have reestablished the Oregon Community College Student Association, and they supported students by investing over $40,000 into student supports. Those supports included the Lynn Cox Student Advocacy Scholarship, the creation of the Student Leadership Endowment, investments into Roadrunner Resources, Lynn Benton Lunchbox, the Thanksgiving Food Drive, textbook affordability, and they helped fund graduation. They had the highest student election turnout in recorded history, and they created a strong working relationship with many LBCC entities. Our first student, Angie, really needs no introduction as she was the face of the SLC this last year. She'll be returning as one of our Legislative Affairs Directors. Angie's VP and partner in crime, Nia, will also be returning as a Legislative Affairs Director. So I'm going to say, our legislators better look out next year. Morgan, who is our Club's Engagement Director, will be returning in the same role. And he has a passion to get clubs at LBCC back to a vibrant, stable community. Miranda is moving from an Executive Assistant position into the Finance Director position. Following her major, she's going to make sure that we keep our student fees in line. And Hannah is moving from an Executive Assistant position into our President, and she is already putting her stamp on our new team. One of the hardest parts about every year for the SLC is our retiring members. I can say with Anne, who is an outgoing event planner, that she was one of the most caring, passionate people you could ever work with, and I'm really going to miss working with her. The second student I'm going to talk about is Jacob, who's our outgoing chieftain of events. Jacob was one of those students who would often put everybody else before himself, and he was so caring and passionate about students. It was amazing to work with him. The third student I want to address is James. Now, James has been actually involved with the SLC for a long time, and his teammates described him this year as somebody who would always ask the hard questions and really was passionate about making sure that we stayed on budget. He was a great addition to our team. Johnny Media was somebody who always helped make us laugh. He was also the person that whenever we needed information could tell us directly where to find it and always had a link to share. The other thing that I really wanted to do with this video was to make sure that I spelled his name wrong so he could be Johnny Medina spelled incorrectly as he's been on our website for the past 2 years. The last person I want to talk about is Marissa Miles. Now, Marissa, by many of her teammates' descriptions, has been the SLC's MVP this past year. Anytime we needed anything done, Marissa was willing to step up and take on that role, and we're really going to miss her. I also want to bring attention to 3 other students who worked a lot to help support SLC this year. One being Tim Cruz, who played the role of our mascot for the last year. He'll actually be returning to be our mascot this year. Katie Gruber, who was a student engagement leader, did a bunch of videos to help us support LB Live and promote the SLC. And Shauna Dempsey, who was our work study in our office and helped us do research on supporting students. She supported our volunteer program completely. I also want to point out our graduates for this year. So this year, Johnny Media, James Smith, Marissa Miles, Katie Gruber, and Shauna Dempsey all will be graduating and moving on from LBCC, and we're very proud that they were part of our little family.